Hey guys, real quick, let's start talking about a few stocks for bounces. I don't even care where the market's going to open up tomorrow morning, and I do, but I want to run some scans and kind of figure out what are the strongest stocks that we've seen as far as momentum. Those are going to be the ones that are going to bounce the first. And I don't know that tomorrow is a day to play like the first bounce from a big sell-off like this, a big bearish engulfing candle, but we definitely need to have a list of stocks because those are the ones that are going to have a lot of energy when they stretch to the downside. Kind of looking through some stuff on Seeking Alpha. I'll let these guys do the due diligence for us. And interestingly enough, come across a couple stocks there. I've only looked through a few of these, but HASI was interesting. Gets an A plus or A minus on earnings per share. Momentum's an A, profitability an A. I like to see all this. Growth B plus. Value B minus, so maybe it's a little bit on the high side as far as a PE within its respective industry. 4.7% yield. I mean, this is like a good stock, right? In a tough market right now. But if we can kind of keep that train of thought that maybe the market isn't going to completely capitulate here, and we look at a stock like HASI, the chart, nice earnings. The estimate was, I think, 36 cents, and they came out 43. We could extrapolate that out, say $2 a share, about 10, 11, 12 times forward earnings. Not a bad looking stock, right? Had a little bit of a pullback on the earnings, and then we got run into with the market here, getting smashed. Just running it on a Fibonacci. We're going to go from the first candle break to the common touch bottom, and you will see we'll go right along here. Nothing fancy. There's our candle break on the top end. And it looks like an interesting area for a buy would be 27.20, right? Big resistance. We push through, we pull back, we hit it, we touch on it. And where's the bid in aftermarket? 27.20. So we want to see HASI. If it gets pulled below 27.20, it's probably going to want to gravitate back towards 27.20. So 27.20 is our little area of energy for HASI tomorrow, and we mark that down and we make a little note. Another one that I actually like is QDEL and SHOP and stuff like that. We're going to start looking at some of these crazy ones. Funny enough, QDEL, when we look on Seeking Alpha, some girl had an article and it says QDEL Corporation is a sell. And this article came out, this girl with her sunglasses on, came out November 17, 2015. So you can be right short term. But how some of these stocks that we're buying right now that are $2 and $3, who knows where they're going to look like long term in this market. You have to be open to that concept. So we look at November 2015 and we're going to beat this girl up a little bit here. Nobody's perfect. And let's see here. This is October 2016 is right in here, November. So we'll zoom in November. And this article came out November 17th. So right on this date, she had the article came out. And then she was wrong for a few days. And then she looked like a freaking genius, right? It's out in the 20s. Got down as low as 13.20. But then what happens? You fast forward to present day. And it's $180 a share. So here's my channels on it. We're probably going to retest the top end of the intermediate channel, which tomorrow would put us right at 182.50. Right in here. Oddly enough, the bid in aftermarket is 182.52 by 185. So mark it down. If this stretches below 182.50, it's probably going to want to pull back towards 182.50. We'll see how crazy the market looks in the morning beforehand. But these are the stocks that we like. I mean, they posted good earnings, 93 cents a share. I forget what the estimate was, 99. They came in a little shy. Sales are probably solid. I know there's some news involved in this one too, but this company's profitable. They're just in that good sector, man, I'm telling you. And then obviously stuff like Shopify. You know, it's run. It's going to pull back. You know, we'll try to figure this one out in the morning because it's a little stretched out, but we can look at some 10-day, 20-minute charts and try to figure out where these are great bounces, because these are bounces. These are great stocks to trade with a lot of momentum and a lot of juice. And like I said, we're in a day trader's market right now, so let's call it like it is, right? And we're gonna figure out where the bottom is in something like this, and we'll have those lined up. But a couple ones to look at, and obviously there's gonna be some more tomorrow morning that we're gonna look at as well. There's plenty out there. There are a ton of high momentum stocks out there. MGNX. I mean, these can go lower in time, but the energy in the short period, once they start getting stretched to the downside, is going to cause them to snap back. I mean, they could stair step lower in time, right? I mean, this could go down to 22 bucks, but in the aftermarket, I don't know, I can't even break the intraday low. So some of these, you know, have powerful moves. MGNX is one of them too. NVAX, this thing looks really bubbly, but it held up like a champ. Hit as high as 44. This has had too much of a move long term, but what I do like about this one is it has price history at a lot higher levels. If you look at the longer term chart, this thing was as high as 300. You know, so we like that. It's coming into this big overhead congestion area, so you can almost play this either way, short or long. But when you have a move like that and you pull back, look at that, got into that congestion area, and you pull back, these always have the best snapback. You could have multiple snapbacks all the way back down, but they're good momentum trading stocks, and we'll try to narrow down those ranges in the morning. But NVAX certainly has some price history at much higher prices, and it makes it a very interesting play. I mean, can we put in another channel on this one and basically just get back inside the top end of the momentum channel? You know, does it look something like this? I mean, is this the chart that we're looking at for NVAX? You know, a little head fake there, right? Then back up in, boom, boom. And then now do we just simply come back down at some point to the 30, 31 area? I mean, we're at 38 and after hours, doesn't really mean anything. But, you know, could we stair step down here and then fire off of this area? Absolutely. So that's our job right now, is to kind of figure out. I mean, this thing's so far ahead, stretched above its 200-day exponential, it's not even funny. So vulnerable, right, on both ends. Good short, and then stretching back down, and we're going to snap this back long. So I like the pullback in the market here, although my longs, I got, you know, a little bit beat up, but we pretty much were starting to liquidate anyway. So had a good day today despite all this action, and expecting to have an even better day tomorrow and the rest of the week, playing some of these reversals.